One of the strengths of a representative republic is that voters don't have to sit helpless while crime surges under regressive rule. They can throw failed leaders out of the ballot box. And in one Colorado area, one councilwoman is banking on that fact, leading a recall effort against a district attorney she says puts left-wing politics ahead of our public safety. Our crime correspondent, Jason Mattera, has this special report.
She didn't even see him coming. That's how fast he was going. She was effectively killed instantly. How do you fathom that loss?
In Aurora, Colorado, Councilwoman Danielle Jurinsky is spearheading a recall effort against Arapahoe County DA Amy Padden, driven by outrage over the death of 24-year-old Caitlin Weaver. Before Padden took office, prosecutors were ready to throw the book at the teen illegal alien who killed Caitlin while tearing through a residential neighborhood at 90 miles per hour. But once Padden won, critics say she slashed the case into a sweetheart deal, probation and community service, leaving Caitlin's loved ones shattered. Danielle, this case is seen as a grave miscarriage of justice. Caitlin's killer walked while her family grieves.
Justice was undone with Amy Padden's election, and I feel like somebody needs to be the voice for Caitlin Weaver.
Jurinsky blasts Padden's record as reckless, turning criminals loose while families pay the price. In one case, a trans sex offender with a lengthy criminal record who tried to abduct a child wasn't locked up. He got a mental health stay and could be roaming free within months. Sheriff Darren Weekly, whose district borders Padden's, explains that communities anywhere under progressive leadership see the same problem. Criminals aren't being punished. They're being recycled back onto the streets.
If you can't keep criminals in jail, guess what? They keep reoffending. Our men and women that wear the uniform, they go out every single day trying to make a difference. They put their lives on the line, and it's very frustrating when they go do that and they make good arrests. Our detectives file good cases, only to have these people released and reoffend, and they continue to plague our communities.
Jurinsky is driving a recall petition racing toward the nearly 76,000 signatures that are required by the end of September to force an election.
Caitlin Weaver's life mattered. We need a DA that's going to put people before politics. We need a DA who is going to care more about the victims than the criminals.
Padden shrugs off criticism, insisting her hands are tied by state law and cherry-picking other cases where she claims she was tough. For Jurinsky, those excuses ring hollow, and she is betting that voters feel the same. Chris, the Trump administration is cracking down, as we know, on criminals, and the contrast with blue state leaders couldn't be clearer at this point. When ICE arrested this teen illegal in May, they posted a message underscoring that justice to Amy Padden, the district attorney, meant no jail time for what essentially was vehicular homicide, but justice to the White House meant handcuffs and deportation. Such a big difference.
No kidding. And to think, Jason, this illegal alien killer would still be roaming free if Kamala Harris had, God forbid, been elected. Recall efforts traditionally aren't easy to pull off. How is this one going?
Yeah, you're right. So it's no easy feat. It takes money, manpower, as you know. But Danielle Jurinsky says they're closing in on 20,000 signatures, and with the slate of events lined up through the end of September, she believes she can get closer to the number needed to trigger that recall election.
Can we rescue Colorado from these pro-criminal Democrats? I praise God. Let's hope something can be done. Jason Mattera, live from our Florida newsroom. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the report. You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.